Hi everyone! In this video, we're creating a new flag for Australia. This is the current flag of Australia. We reviewed the flag as part of our series of national flag reviews and recommend you check it out. We won't give away what score it received, but we can tell you that it fell well short of a perfect 10 out of 10. So what are the issues with the flag? One huge problem is staring right at us from its prominent canton. It is, of course, the Union Jack. The national flag of the United Kingdom, referred to as the Union Jack, dominates the Australian flag. The current flag was first adopted in the early 20th century, when Australia was still a colony of the British Empire. Though Australia is a member of the British Commonwealth today, and the British monarch is still the head of state, the country has long since gained independence, and the flag is considered by many to be inappropriate for use now. A second huge issue with the flag is the fact it's very similar to that of New Zealand. As we can see, the New Zealand flag also has the Union Jack in its canton with a blue field, and also has the Southern Cross. We're going to solve these major issues when we create our new flag. The Southern Cross constellation signifies Australia's location in the Southern Hemisphere. Though this was first used by the British, it's become a well-loved symbol among Australians. The large 7-pointed star under the canton is called the Commonwealth Star, also called the Federation Star, and it symbolizes the federations and territories of Australia. Again, this was first introduced by the British, but like the Southern Cross, this has been favorably adopted as another Australian symbol. An organization called AusFlag was formed to promote the idea of changing the flag to a new design. AusFlag has held numerous competitions over the years for a new flag design. So far, these competitions haven't resulted in any concrete moves towards an official flag change, and in fact, surveys indicate a majority of Australians wish to keep the current flag, despite the fact 1/4 of it consists of the flag of another country. There have been many proposed designs over the years. Before we create our version, we're going to take a quick look at some other designs. This proposal was designed by Franck Gentil, and it was the overall winner of the AusFlag Professional Design Competition. It keeps the Southern Cross constellation at the fly side. The Union Jack is removed, and the Commonwealth Star is moved up to the canton, and is colored in yellow, which is part of Australia's heraldic colors of blue and yellow. We like the simplicity of this design. This next design is by George Margaritis. This placed second overall in the AusFlag Professional Design Competition. This design is dominated by a stylized depiction of a kangaroo, which is, of course, a well-known Australian animal. The flag keeps the Commonwealth Star and situates it in the canton. While this is a very nice design and is rich in color, we believe the kangaroo is too complicated for flag use. This next design was created by Brendan Jones and is called the Reconciliation Flag. This flag contains the colors of Australia's Aboriginal people, part of which is a yellow boomerang, which is a tool used by Aboriginal people and is synonymous with Australia. It also has European colors to represent the country's European heritage, and this design keeps the star elements of the current Australian flag. This is a well-thought-out flag and has a great design with excellent symbolism. In terms of flag design principles, we believe the flag is a little too busy with too many devices, and with 5 colors, it has more than the recommended maximum of 3. Next is a design by Moxey. This one also retains the Commonwealth Star and Southern Cross on a blue field. This one, like many others we've seen, has the colors of green and yellow. These 2 colors are used as Australian colors, especially in a sporting context. Many of Australia's national sports teams wear green and yellow uniforms. Overall, this is a really nice design, though the curves of the green and yellow are a little tricky to reproduce. The final design we're going to look at was created by artist and architect Friedensreich Hundertwasser. His design depicts a semicircular representation of Uluru, the largest rock in the world, which is located in central Australia. With Uluru at the top of the flag and the Commonwealth Star at the bottom, the flag conveys the fact that Australia is in the Southern Hemisphere. Overall, this is a good, simple design, though there is a contrast issue with the blue and red. So those were just 5 of a huge number of proposed designs. Let's get started on our design. Like many of the other proposals, we're going to use the current flag as our base. We're going to keep the flag's 2-to-1 ratio. We're also going to keep the same blue color. We are, of course, going to remove the Union Jack. The Southern Cross appears on a large percentage of the proposed alternative flag designs, which is a testament to Australians' positive feelings towards it. We've decided to keep it for our design, though we'll be making some adjustments. We've taken the decision to remove the Commonwealth star. While also quite popular, it didn't feature in as many alternative designs, and some people claim it's an outdated symbol. Instead of the Commonwealth star, we're going to create a new device, one that's unique to Australia. The George Margaritis design was one of many with a kangaroo, but because we believe it's too complicated, we're not going to have one on our flag. Uluru is a unique Australian natural feature as used by Friedensreich Hundertwasser in his design, and can be depicted much more easily than a kangaroo. Uluru is used on a small number of other flag proposals. We decided to explore this option for our flag. We tried this design, which also has the Southern Cross at the hoist side of the flag. Our depiction of Uluru has straight lines as opposed to Hundertwasser's semicircle, and our design has Uluru at the bottom of the flag. The shape is pretty close to that of Uluru. We have it in the heraldic Australian yellow color, which isn't too far away from the rock's natural color. In the end, we decided not to choose this Uluru device for our flag because we weren't happy with the angles at each end of the rock and how it looked in relation to the flag as a whole. So with no kangaroo and no Uluru, what other unique Australian images could be used? Going back to Brendan Jones's design, his has a boomerang. Though boomerangs have been discovered in other parts of the world, it's closely associated with Australia and its Aboriginal people. It also has a simple shape, which makes it a good candidate for flag use. As well as Jones's design, boomerangs have been used on a small number of other Australian flag proposals, and those have varied in shape and position. After thinking about it, we decided a boomerang would be the perfect new element for the Australian flag due to its simple shape and association with the country. Before we reveal our boomerang design, we're going to return to the Southern Cross. This is the current flag with just the blue field and Southern Cross constellation. We're going to make the Southern Cross smaller, rotate it anti-clockwise by 90 degrees, and place it in the canton. And this is how it looks. Here we can see the canton more clearly and how our Southern Cross is centered nicely within it. So now we have the much-loved Southern Cross taking up the prestigious canton location. And now we have lots of space to work with regarding our new boomerang device. And here is the flag with our boomerang. It's a simple interpretation of mostly straight lines with slight curves at the bend. The boomerang extends to 3/4 of the flag's length and 2/3 of its width. The orientation of the boomerang forms an A shape, which ties in nicely with the fact that the country's name begins with the letter A. The design is also reminiscent of the traditional chevron pattern, which was used in European heraldry. We've chosen the heraldic Australian yellow color, and it contrasts well with the blue field. If we were to review our flag using the 5 basic principles of flag design, it would score highly overall. The only principle the flag would lose marks for would be that of simplicity. The Southern Cross is tricky to replicate accurately, and the boomerang is also a little tricky to get right. Compared to the current flag, we've solved the major problems of the Union Jack dominating the flag, and the flag looking like that of New Zealand. Our overall score would be 9.4 out of 10. So what do you guys think? Do you like our boomerang design? And what do you think of the new layout of the Southern Cross and our decision to eliminate the Commonwealth star? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.